Hello, Hecate devotees, witches, and fellow occultists alike out there. Today's video is on how do you know if you're being spiritually attacked. Often we are not being spiritually attacked. We're just having a bad day, a bad moment in our life, or karma is catching up with us. I know not everybody believes in karma, but you can believe in Newton's law of attraction. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. A person who is seeking revenge, control, or profit over your life might be ones who would invoke a spiritual attack. These are all things to look for if you have that problem. Most spiritual attacks are done with spirits, higher entities, or demons, and on some occasions, other deities or gods that are in favor of bringing harm or destruction. The great part is that those beings can also help you get out of those situations, which we will discuss later. Being spiritually attacked, there are certain circumstances that are not human driven. A psychic vampire, for example, that is a actual human being with the desire to feed off of energy that would leave you feeling drained or a little confused. Lower spirits feed off of human energy and misery. And sometimes even human spirits have a tendency to feed off of human energy, such as murder victims, suicide victims, people that have had untimely deaths, mothers who have given birth and died during childbirth. They might attach themselves to the child throughout their life and feed off of them. These are all certain and rare circumstances. So there's a different feeling from those entities versus if you were being spiritually attacked. And there are different forms of being spiritually attacked. For example, um, some attacks can be you or your family feeling pain and suffering. Um, there are spiritual attacks that are in the form of seduction and lust, which can feel like you're being bound to that person and that you're obsessive over that person and you cannot stop thinking about that person and everything that they do and wanting them to the point of being driven mad almost. Um, Profit gain destruction. So your property, the ability to make money, are all being destroyed. Your mental health, feeling sane or not having as much confusion. Those are all parts of being attacked spiritually. Having nightmares and not being able to sleep or eat. Those are parts of being attacked spiritually. So here are some examples and signs to look out for, and you can determine, you can have all of them or just a few, whether you're being spiritually attacked or not. Feeling drained energy, where you can completely not function, your brain's fuzzy. Um, I would honestly look into health issues first before going and leaping into being spiritually attacked. Um, Having confusion, mental confusion. I would also look into the physicality of that first before jumping into the conclusion of being spiritually attacked. But with that confusion comes other mental health issues, such as uncontrollable impulses, where you might never have had a gambling problem, but then suddenly you find yourself gambling everything away and taking chance. Having impulses that have been, personal perversions to you, that might be also a sign of spiritual attack. These are things that develop out of the blue, not things you've had all your life that you have been struggling with. That's a clarification. Um, Feeling obsession towards somebody, uh, that is a form of seduction linked with spiritual attack. For example, if somebody's sending a succubus after you, that is going to accumulate a lot of sexual energy versus the other things that I have stated. Um, but succubuses also can do horrible damage, as in baneful magic. So you can have both with a higher being, such as a demoness, doing these actions. Um, let's see, hallucinating. That's a big one. Things that are not there that you see out of the blue, or things that confuse your mind where you thought something happened but it didn't. Loss of time is a big one, where you feel like today's Monday and then it turns out that it's actually Wednesday, and or you wake up at 3:30 in the morning and wonder where the hell the day went. Those are all part of having a mental dysfunction with being spiritually attacked. Um, Undiagnosed illness. If you or somebody you love has gotten seriously sick and doctors have not been able to figure out why, if they've gone through all the physical problems, if they've gone through all the mental problems, and they still are not have no clue what is going on, or how your energy is being depleted, or how your body is getting ill and attacking itself, that is a good indicator of spiritual attack, because an entity or spirit will hold on to your life force and literally suck it out of you. So that's a good indicator. Objects moving. Um, it sounds kind of hokey, but let's say you put your keys down, you know exactly where they're at, and then you come back and an hour later they're across the kitchen and you don't remember doing it. That also is part of that mind fog, but a spirit that's strong enough can move objects, and that's another way of them making you feel like you're crazy. Um, these are all things to consider. As I stated before, I would check physical health, I would check mental health first before jumping to the conclusion of being spiritually attacked. I would also look into the people around you, and if you've done anything to upset or cause disruption to somebody else's life where they would feel like they need to exact revenge or want to control you. Um, as I stated before, there are different types. You can be spiritually attacked for the reason of love. I won't say love, lust. It, lust and a person wanting to control your life that way. You can be spiritually attacked by somebody wanting to destroy you because you are a competitor in their professional field. Or you just happen to argue with them online. I mean, people will attack for any reason that they feel validated. But more than likely than not, people won't attack. It takes a lot of energy to manifest, to call, a lot of dedication to even have a spirit or demon be summoned and be willing to do that work. You have to give a lot of yourself, make a pact with them, sacrifice something of yours, or sacrifice another being to push that forward and have an attack done. So now that we've covered that, I'll give you a few pointers of things that you could do to either prevent or help with protection. So, amulets are great. Not just amulets, talismans. Those have a stave or a sigil written on them. They're made out of certain metals like copper or iron, sometimes gold, depending upon what the function is for protection. Because copper is a great energy dispeller, so is iron. Um, you can also wear an amulet made out of protective stones such as onyx, hematite, um, bloodstone, tiger's eye, obsidian, amethyst. These are all good stones to use around, wearing them to ward off spirits or attacks. Like I said, amulets and talismans work great when you put the sigil or the stave on top of it to just kind of give your body a protective circle within its own. That being said, you can make protective ink with myrrh, dragon's blood, frankincense. Mix it with a little bit of grave dirt or human bone powder, and draw the sigil or the talisman on your own body, on your own flesh. Me personally, I have tattoos of protective seals so that they're on me permanently and I don't have to worry about them washing off or if I forgot to wear my protective jewelry that day. So that's an idea you can think of in the future if you really find one you like or enjoy. You could tattoo it on your body. I've seen a lot of Norse pagans do that. They have the protective seal um, tattooed on them, so they don't have to wear it all the time. Uh, Doing border protection around your house is great. That's where you can do a spell or a ritual to the four corners around your property or area, if especially if that's a concern, if somebody is attacking your property or personal gain. Um, you can call on guardians to help protect that force. You can even call on your own personal guardian to um, dispel some of that negative attack. A lot of people use their own personal guardians to do that. Um, and more importantly, and most importantly, I should say, as I mentioned before, you can call on deities of destruction and protection to help you. Some of those would be like Hecate's a great goddess to use because she protects her children very well. I personally and pray to her right now that I've never been attacked because she's always been there with her torch banishing off spirits for me. And so she's a great one to invoke to help for protection. Um you got Odin, you got Hemdal, you got Vishnu, Sekhmet, Isis. All of them are really great for protection, for destroying spirits or lesser spirits, demons that may attack you. You can even use demons such as Agrat Bahamalat to get rid of attacks that are being put against you, because they any deity or god that is used for baneful magic or doing harm also has the ability to protect you from harm and destruction. So you could basically throw back what they're putting out there, which also leads me to you can do mirror magic using a mirror to reflect somebody's energy back upon them if they are attacking you. So these are some ideas. Hopefully, it gave you a mental clarification as to if you're being attacked or not. Hopefully, it gave you some ideas as to how to prepare if you feel like you're about to be or are being spiritually attacked. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you soon.